Imagine that Riot headquarters' current issues look like this. God damn it, Jeremy, I told you we needed a new champion yesterday. I'm trying, sir, but the fighting game is taking all my time. Well, what about Sarah? Can't she do it? Well, she can't.
My comeback episode of Can We Talk About This was a huge success. And the best part is, Kiana's the most complicated champion Riot's ever gonna make. It's not like they're gonna make someone with more skills than Kiana that has like his own HUD and is so hard to learn that it's gonna take me a month and a half to make my next episode. Right? Calibrum, Severum, Crescent, no. Calibrum, Infernum, Crescent, no, fuck. Severum, Gravitum, God, fuck.
Riot has released a lot of complicated champions recently. While most old champions used to be explainable in 4 sentences and a smiley face, all new champs require hours of learning in one of these. But it didn't always used to be like this. Believe it or not, there was a time when champions were something made for the common man and woman. Back when Coca-Colas were just a nickel, and in order to get to school we had to walk 5 miles uphill both ways. Yeah, those were the times. Every champion seemed to be more or less easy to learn, and in turn it lowered the learning curve at the cost of versatility. However, while God was busy inventing a new breed of platypuses or some shit, he made the grand mistake of accidentally spilling Chemical X on Riot's design team. And like kaiju rising from the deep sea of the Pacific Ocean, Riot went... Fuck. Aphelios is a hard... No... Aphelios is a difficult... No, that's not it. Give me a second. Aphelios is an inexpedient champion. He's so hard to understand that in some colleges you can actually major in Aphelios ability descriptions.
Unfortunately, we don't have 4 years to dedicate to this video. 10 minutes is the average YouTube recommendation, so I did some research for you. And to put it short, guns.
Aphelios has 2 out of 5 different guns equipped at all times. You press W to swap between them. When he runs out of ammo on his weapon, it gets sent to the back of the queue and replaced by the next one. He starts with a sniper and a short-range sustain pistol. It then rotates in this order but can be rearranged based on weapon usage. Knowing which weapon combos you have on your offhand and on-hand is going to be a defining factor in how good you do, because some of these synergize insanely well, while others, well, they just don't. Did you get all that? Because now we can finally get into his goddamn abilities, and there's a lot of them, so break out the coffee and the fucking lo-fi hip-hop beats to study to. It's just gonna be a doozy. Leveling up allows Aphelios to spec into one of 3 stats: AD, attack speed, or armor pen, meaning leveling up will give him free bonus stats just for existing. Since he could change which one of these he's specking into on the fly, this means he'll be building against you no matter what. Which is the equivalent of playing rock, paper, scissors with a goddamn psychic. You may think you're making the right choice, but his choice is righter. His Q is based on which gun is in his main hand, so let me explain them all now. They have very fucking hard to remember names, so we'll rename them now for the sake of clarity. There's Snipey, Healy, Slowy, AoE, and Sicko Mode. Snipey is a sniper rifle. Duh. It's great for harassing in lane and executing from downtown. Its Q moonshot is to fire a bolt of energy in a line, dealing pretty big damage and marking the first enemy hit. Passively, all enemies damaged by Snipey via an ability are marked for 4.5 seconds. His next basic attack will strike with his offhand weapon, dealing bonus damage and consuming all of the marks no matter how far they are. The basic Snipey combo is to Q a target, then consume the mark from whatever distance for bonus damage. But it gets deeper if you give me a goddamn second. Healy is a short-range pistol that heals Aphelios for damage dealt. It's basically sustain at the cost of range and can also overheal Aphelios, giving him a shield for up to 30 seconds. Its Q Onslaught locks onto the nearest enemy and fires a barrage of attacks over the next 1.5 seconds that deal a decent amount of damage. Attacks alternate between Healy and his current offhand weapon, meaning it can synergize insanely well with some of his other guns. Slowy is a black hole gun. Attacking with it slows enemies by 30% descending for the next 3.5 seconds. Slowy's Q, Binding Eclipse, expunges all enemies affected by Slowy Slow, dealing a bit of damage and rooting them for 1 second. Since his Q doesn't use his offhand weapon, this ability doesn't synergize into anything else, but other things synergize into it. Are you awake? We still got 2 more guns. AoE is a flamethrower that deals AoE damage in a cone. It scales well, and critting makes the cone bigger and hurtier. AoE's Q, Dusk Wave, is a cone skill shot that deals damage to all enemies hit, and then attacks all enemies hit with your offhand weapon. This gun is great for wave clear, and also synergizes the best with some of his other weapons, making it the best gun. This is not for debate, I will kill you. His final gun, thank God, is Sicko Mode. It's a tiny boomerang that hits enemies and then comes back, making it attack faster the closer you are. Sicko Mode's Q is to send out a turret that shoots for 4 seconds once it's activated. The turret is a duplicate of his offhand weapon, meaning it can do anything his offhand gun does. Now here's where things get killy. If an ability or another weapon uses Sicko Mode, it creates a Phantom Chakram that deals extra damage on auto attack. These last for 5 seconds, but attacking enemy champions refreshes this CD. Now that we're done with all the basic abilities, we can start talking about things that are much cooler. Gun synergy. Gotta catch my breath. All these guns can do really cool shit when combined. And since there's a grand total of
16
synergies, I figured I'd tell you the coolest ones in order to make you not look like beginner AI.
Where are you going?
Use Snipey's Q to hit a fleeting target. When marked, you can hit them with Slowy's passive on the offhand to get a slow and then a root from far away to secure a catch or a kill.
Stand by me.
Marking with Snipey's Q allows Aphelios to do a big AoE shot to the target, which can deal a hefty amount of damage to a poorly positioned enemy team.
Spray and pray.
Using Healy's Q with AoE equipped on your offhand will make every other proc deal an AoE cone of damage, which can make for great DPS if you don't get one shot for being right next to them.
Shredder.
Using Healy's Q with Sicko Mode on your offhand will give you a lot of extra chakram that will make your basic attacks deal an insane amount of damage. It also takes turrets in no time at all, so if you get lucky enough to have your enemy laners back at the same time you set this combo up, you could probably take the turret in its entirety.
Who tickled me?
Using AoE's Q with Healy on the offhand will mark all enemies and hit them with Healy's basic attack, healing Aphelios for a lot of health.
Zawarudo.
Using AoE's Q and then Slowy's Q has the potential to create a game-changing route.
Shredder 2.
Using AoE's Q on a big minion wave with Sicko Mode on your offhand can create a spectral chakram for all enemies hit. As long as you have a big enough minion wave to Q, this can be a defining factor in your ability to kill enemies.
Watch your ass.
Using Sicko Mode's Q with Snipey on your offhand will create a turret that will mark enemies hit, meaning even if you're not in range, since your turret marks enemies, you can land huge damage from a mile away.
Root machine.
Slowy turret mark and slow enemies, so slowy root.
Flambe.
Turret breathe fire.
Okay, so I think I covered just about everything that you gotta know in order to understand this character. So I'm gonna get out of your hair, and I wish you guys luck on the Rift.
Hey, what's his ult do?
What?
His ult. What does it do?
Hey everyone, how's it going? I look like shit. I know, you don't have to remind me. I'm here because I have a little bit of an announcement to make, alright? A lot of comments on these videos go, hey Scooch, what rank are you? How much rank do you play? And the answer is I don't know. In all honesty, I have never, in my 9 or so years of playing League of Legends, tried to climb. So I figured that this season is going to be the season that we do just that. I'm going to look for coaches, I'm going to do the whole 9 yards because I think it would be interesting to see how high a normal guy like me can climb. And you must be wondering, hey Scooch, but why are you telling me this? And the answer is simple. It's because I want you to join me on my journey through the depths of iron, the hells of bronze, and then the bigger hells of whatever's above that. I think it'll be fun. So starting Monday, January 13th, we're going to be climbing, okay? So come to the stream, twitch.tv Scooch Live. It'll be a great time. I promise you, it'll be fun. And if you don't like watching streams, that's okay, because occasionally some highlights will be uploaded here. Yes, we're still doing Can We Talk About This Miss? Yes, this video actually did take me a month and a half. I know, I'm sorry, but we're still doing the voting on Twitter, so go follow me there too. That's the entire announcement. This is now the outro card. So you're going to see things pop up on my face, and then you're going to click one if you want to go there, and then you're going to click the other one if you want to go there. I hope you enjoyed the video. We're still experimenting with types of stuff we're gonna throw in here, but I hope you enjoyed it. Okay, goodbye.